Here we have the integral of 1 dividing by x plus times the square root of 4 plus x squared. And for this type of problem, we will use these guidelines right here and these suggestions as follows. If the integrand has the expression square root of a squared minus x squared, then we will let x be a sine of theta. If the integrand has the expressions square root of a squared plus x squared, then we will let x be a tangent of theta. And for square root of x squared minus a squared, then we will let x be a secant theta. And for this particular example, we have the expression square root of 4 plus x squared. So think of this as a squared plus x squared. So we have the square root of a squared plus x squared. And so the suggestion is to let x be a tangent theta. And so first we will let a squared be 4. So let a squared be 4, or a is 2. And then let x be a tangent theta. So x is a tangent theta. A is 2, and so x is equal to 2 times tangent of theta. So the derivative of x with respect to theta, or the derivative of tangent of theta, will be secant squared of theta. So we have dx is equal to 2 times secant squared of theta d theta. And now let's write the expression square root of 4 plus x squared in terms of theta. X is 2 times tangent of theta. X squared will be 2 tangent of theta squared, which is 4 times tangent squared of theta. Common factor is 4, so we get 4 times 1 plus tangent squared of theta. From trigonometry identities, 1 plus tangent squared is secant squared. The square root of 4 secant squared of theta is 2 secant of theta. And so the integral of 1 over x times the square root of 4 plus x squared is equal to 1 over x is 2 tangent of theta. The square root of 4 plus x squared is 2 secant of theta. Dx is 2 secant squared d theta. Here we have 1 times 2, and then on the bottom we have 2 times 2, which is 4. So we have 2 over 4, which is 1/2. Secant squared dividing by secant is secant, and then we have tangent of theta. Rewrite secant of theta as 1 over cosine of theta. Tangent of theta is sine over cosine. cosine, and then we can rewrite this as this. Cosine of theta over sine of theta cosine of theta dividing by cosine of theta is 1, and so what's left is 1 over sine of theta. One over sine of theta is cosecant of theta, and in an earlier video we found that integral cosecant of theta is the natural log of cosecant of theta minus cotangent of theta. And to see this video, then go to the description section or link. So to see how we get the integral of cosecant to be natural log of cosecant of theta minus cotangent of theta, go to the description section and for the link. The original problem was in terms of x, and so we need to rewrite cosecant of theta and cotangent of theta in terms of x. Earlier we have x is equal to 2 times tangent of theta, and so tangent of theta, divide both sides by 2, we get tangent of theta to be x over 2. Tangent of theta, by definition, is opposite over adjacent. So this is the angle theta, this is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side, and this is the hypotenuse. From the right triangle, we know that the opposite side squared plus the adjacent side squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared. The opposite side is x, the adjacent side is 2, so we have x squared plus 2 squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared. So this is the opposite side square, adjacent side square equal to the hypotenuse squared. X squared plus 4, and then take the square root of both sides, we get the hypotenuse to be square root of x squared plus 4. Cosecant of theta is the hypotenuse dividing by the opposite side, so it will be the square root of x squared plus 4 dividing by x. Cotangent of theta is the adjacent side dividing by the opposite side, so it will be 2 over x. And so the integral of 1 over x times the square root of 4 plus x squared is 1/2 natural log of cosecant of theta minus cotangent of theta. Cosecant of theta is the square root of x squared plus 4 over x. Cotangent of theta is 2 over x. Here we have the common denominator of x, and so the final answer is 1/2 times the natural log of the square root of x squared plus 4 minus 2 over x.